Right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Today, I thought we would do something different and react to a architectural digest open tour. Um, I see these up every now and then. I don't keep super on top of what's happening with the architectural digest because I don't. But I saw this one from Michelle Dockery, and it's London, and it's Michelle Dockery, who was in Downton Abbey, and also some other movie where she was like a flight attendant, and the plane crashed, and that's all I remember about it. But yes, so let's begin and just start watching her house and commentate.
Hi, AD. I'm Michelle Dockery. Welcome to my home. Come in.
Okay, okay.
So this
I'm
is the boot.
noticing a lot of it feels very kind of arts and crafts almost. There's wood paneling, very creative wallpaper. It feels old but not like worn down. So let's see. Let's see. This is her boot room.
Room. Feels like quite a luxury to have a dedicated space just for throwing your coats and shoes on the floor. It's much tidier today, thanks to AD, than it usually does. The previous owners actually put in this partition wall as
So actually, that's something interesting to note about these videos. She commented on it being tidier because of Architectural Digest, and they've kind of become notorious for staging things. Think of the Dakota Johnson lime bowl in her kitchen or wherever, or she just decided to go on this little rant about how much she loves limes. Oh, and my computer's dying. Oof. Okay. But yeah, no. Dakota Johnson famously went on a rant about how much she loved limes, which is why she kept this bowl of them in her kitchen, and then went on some late night show. I don't remember which one. They all look the same. They're all middle-aged white men, and they're all named like James or Jimmy. But and she said that was a complete lie. So yeah, no, AD is kind of notorious for staging things. So I wonder if we would have spot anything that
this
she's
was
had
part of the room
staged.
next door and created this boot room. This is where we walk in when we've come in from muddy dog walks. And actually, Alfie, our 5-year-old lurcher, has his own little dedicated hooks here from Rose Uniac. Very expensive dog hooks for his lead.
I quite like those. They look like little mushrooms. That's very cute. It is. It feels like a very natural space. It has kind of the conventional.
And I'll
I
take you through
think
to the
we'll see
hallway.
it hopefully in his skin. Now, well, in the previous here, let me see if I can. Yeah, here you can see it in here. It has kind of the conventional Victorian black and white tiling on the floor, which is very stereotypical for the period. But I quite like the colors of the blue. It feels relaxing, which is what you want when you first
The
come into a
our
house.
5-year-old from the hallway. So over the years, I always wanted a gallery hallway. So over the years, I've collected lots of different pieces of artwork. Some are from Etsy, some are from antique markets. You'll see lots of pictures of sight hounds around the house,
Yeah, but she really likes a dog.
just like our dog Alfie. Let's go down to the
Wait, hold on. Okay, so this is her. That was her entryway. Where is the boot room relative to the entryway? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Oh, okay, there it is. You can see it there. So you come in, it looks through the boot room, and then there's the stairway, and then it looks like the stair goes. Okay,
over the years, I've collected lots of peaks.
she's going downstairs now. Okay, yeah, this is her kitchen. Looks like informal area. Informal. Not the ad. Oh my god. That's gonna. Ew, AI too gross. That's getting censored. in post. Oh, I can skip.
So this is our kitchen and living space. This is where we spend most of our time. We worked with an
Fair.
incredible interior designer called Emma Ainscough on this house.
I've never heard of this woman, but I will be looking her up just because I like to know who is be doing things.
When we first bought the house, there were two walls separating this area. There was a very dark dining room and the kitchen was much smaller. So we added an extension.
See, I don't know how I feel about that because I like a room. I like having designated spaces with purposes because then you can. Well, one, for entertaining, it's great because the kitchen can be kind of messy and you don't have to worry about that. And I don't know, I feel like so much of the kitchen post 1960s, after World War II, really, it became the heart of the home, which it was not the heart of the home for most of history. I mean, if you lived in one room, because a lot of people did for a lot of history, then it would have been the heart of the home. But that heart of the home was also your bedroom and your living room, and your bathroom might have been outside or in the hallway if you were in like a tenement. But for spaces that had different rooms, the kitchen was not the heart of the home. It was a service area. It was you had typically if you had a separate room, you would have had like a cook or like a some sort of person in there making food for you. So it was a separate area, and it was intended to be, and that way it could be messy, and you would still have these nice entertaining areas. And when you have these kind of open, great rooms, uh, it's impressive visually because you see all this space, but you also have to keep all of that space clean all of the time, especially if you're entertaining. And I don't enjoy that. I don't like that. I want to have specific areas used for specific things. And I really don't know how dark that dining room was. Is it really dark or was it poorly lit? Because those are different things. One can be fixed, and one isn't. It can't be.
To make it one big space. We want.
Okay, she also added an extension, which is something that is very popular lately in not Victorian, in London townhomes. Um, you'll get a lot of rear extensions on like 18th, 19th century houses, which, there's architectural history things, and you can say it should match the existing home, or you can go completely different, and it doesn't really matter. It's an extension at the end of the day, as long as you're not completely destroying the fabric of the house. I don't care. But she's completely torn down these walls that were separating the spaces, so that makes me more iffy about it. Just because I like I said, I like a room. um but also you get these renovations and additions to townhouses in London where you get like 2 3 sub basements, and it's so excessive. And I remember seeing a report about it causing like structural issues with the ground in certain parts of London just because they are going so far down. um so yeah, it's a controversial thing to have done to a house. But then you're also getting into we're gonna watch the video. I have thoughts on heritage
Wanted to
and
keep as
story.
much of the kitchen as possible because it was beautiful.
Okay,
So
kept the
this was all
kitchen. Very
here
nice,
when we
very
bought the
nice.
house. We just extended the island and added a dining area
Okay, and that's in
so
the
that we
back of
could
the
then have
house.
a
This is
more
the front.
family room area.
Okay, so it looks like her family room was originally the dining room. And I mean, I don't know. I feel like that would have been fairly well lit. It's it looks like it's in This looks like it's one of the townhouses, like a Victorian era townhouse, where you go up a short flight of steps, a stoop. So this kind of living area is in not a basement really, but kind of like a half basement. Um,
I love this
so that could be
island
a
for
little
having
dark.
a cooker in the middle because it's just really lovely for when you're
That
entertaining
is
and
a
cooking
nice
and
stove.
friends can sit here and you don't turn your back to them
But
while you're
see,
cooking.
I I don't know that I want people in the kitchen when I'm cooking. I'm trying to cook.
The pistachio green
I
doors
do like
were
the
a
green. I
feature
do
that
like
I
the green.
completely fell in love with when we saw this house. And so I really wanted to keep them. So we added the extension and just put them on the end and then added the other windows. And it's just made the space
Okay.
feel so much brighter and airier. This space is really lovely. This was also here when we bought the
Okay, this is like
house.
a butler's
It's like our
pantry.
pantry
Yeah.
area. We added this breakfast nook,
That's
and this is
I think breakfast nooks in the UK and breakfast nooks in the States are different things. Because I have a breakfast nook in my house in the States, and it's like a dining area in the kitchen. That's what a breakfast nook is in America. So I'm guessing a breakfast nook in the UK is like a little buffet area where you have hot water, coffee maker, tea maker, that sort of thing. Maybe some, I guess, like yeah, it looks like she has sugar. Um, maybe salt and pepper. I see a kettle. So yeah,
is where we make our coffee and our tea in the mornings.
Work today is broken.
all these
Every day,
ads.
people juggle so many different tools just to get work done. A simple
I'm gonna
task
have to.
turns into a time-consuming.
There we go. I'm gonna have to record this next one because I think I'm gonna do this again. I'm gonna record the next one on my other YouTube account where
So
I
this is the
pay
dining
to do
area,
podcasts.
which is the mirror extension. Some
Okay.
really great.
I like her chairs. Oh, I like the rug too. That is a I love a patterned rug. It's not super interesting in the center, which is fair because it's getting covered with a dining table. But I like the checker pattern on the border, and it matches nicely with the weaving of the chairs themselves.
Meals in here, Christmas, birthdays, Easter. I love this dining table. It's from a brand called Conch. We wanted something that had sleeves so that you could make it a much bigger table
That is
for
always
bigger dinner
useful.
parties. We matched the Crittle windows, the match the Crittle. We just kind of wanted to make the space feel really cohesive. This sideboard was designed by our interior designer, Emma Ainscough, and it was made like a lot of the furniture in
I don't know that I like this sideboard. It feels off in the space. But I think it's because the countertop is inset to the woodwork itself, and it feels the marble feels too small for the buffet itself.
this house by two carpenters from Syria who we've worked with
Okay.
a lot on this house. They're brothers and they are so talented. And as you can see, it's the most beautiful piece. And Emma found this incredible piece of marble to go on top. So
It
when
is
we're
a
having
nice, pretty piece of
dinners,
marble,
this is
but
where
it'd be nice
the
if it
food
were
goes, the wine
bigger
goes.
on
If
the
you're doing more
buffet.
of a buffet. And then above it is this
Ah,
photograph
Slim
by Slim
Aarons.
Aarons, one of my favourite photographers. And we absolutely love this photograph. It really kind of shows family and food and entertaining. We thought it would be perfect for
Slim Aarons is an iconic photographer from the States.
this room. And then also when we're entertaining in the summer, when the weather's good, we also like to entertain outside.
Always good to have an outside space. Are we going outside? No,
this is
we're
more
not
of
going
like
outside. Okay, sure.
the family room. We spend quite a lot of time in here. I spend quite a lot of time in here on this sofa because it's really comfortable.
Oh, she has.
A lot of time in
If you
here.
look
I spend quite a lot
in the back, in the bay window, she has the. Is that Wassily Kandinsky? Who designed those chairs? Oh my god. It's like a Bauhaus era chair.
time in here on this sofa because it's really comfortable. It's from Restoration Hardware, and this is where I watch a lot of TV. That is a chessboard.
Okay.
And I'm learning how to play chess. I was inspired by the Queen's Gambit.
I think that show had a big impact on chess in the cultural zeitgeist because I had played chess before too, before the show. But one of my friends here also got very into chess, like reading chess theory books, and then they'd play me against chess, and then I would always lose because I'm having fun when I'm playing chess. I'm not playing to win. I'm playing to do the zaniest thing possible.
Scott Frank show, who I had the pleasure of working with many years ago, but I'm not very good.
Neither am I.
I need more practice.
I'm
And
not
then
going
this I
to.
really want to show you, which is family heirloom. This is my grandmother's. And it's been handed down to me and my
that is a pretty piece of little drawers. Okay.
sisters, and I have it at the moment. And it is
Keep
probably
it.
the most Downton Abbey thing that I own.
Which is fair. Oh, it
It's
keeps the
filled with
silverware. It's a silver drawer. Okay. Very nice, very nice.
beautiful.
I don't like these shelving units that she has in the background. It feels off. It looks like teak. I don't think I like teak wood. It's not for me.
Silverware,
And I don't think it
which
works well in
we
the space.
tend to use at Christmas and special occasions. So I am known to occasionally polish my silverware.
No butler for her.
There's lots of interior magazines here, lots of Architectural Digest.
I have a feeling those were definitely staged. That is an ad. That is an insert ad for themselves in their own video.
I'm a big fan. One of my favourites was Dakota Johnson's
Oh, yeah,
house.
exactly.
We've also got a record player
Exactly.
down here.
Those are
This was a
staged.
wedding present from a friend, and it actually has a little etching that my friend actually did for us of our dog.
Where's the etching?
It's all about the dog, really.
Oh, it's like in the corner. Okay.
So I got this from eBay. I like collecting weird things like this.
Yeah,
And
sure.
it's a lady just sitting in a pool.
that looks
But
like
when
an
you turn
inner
it
tube, not a
over-
pool.
I don't know if we can
Okay.
actually show it.
It's art.
It's
It doesn't
so
matter.
weird. It's just her bum with a sort of cat there. Look.
Wait, is the cat
It's so
underneath?
bizarre.
Oh no, that
But I
cat's
thought I've got to
gonna
have it. This is one of my favourite things in the
Let's see,
house.
who?
The shelving.
She has. Oh, she's called erotic vagrancy. Oh my god, what is this? Is Lady Mary would not? No, Lady Mary would approve. Oh, yeah.
Unit. It's from the Conran shop. I actually saw it in the store in their meeting room, so it wasn't actually for sale, and fell in love with it and loved the colour. I just loved the red. So Emma,
So this shelving unit apparently wasn't for sale initially, and I see why. It should not have been sold.
our interior designer, asked them to make one for us. It's gorgeous. It's one of my favourite things. I love red, as you can see. Lots of
Okay,
lots of red
that's fair.
everywhere.
You know, you have a favorite color.
This is the loo.
Mine is purple. I love a purple.
Just so
Ooh,
people-
Grace Jones Nightclubbing. That is an iconic album. Okay. I
Know what's
respect
behind
Lady. I
here.
respect
What's
Michelle
behind the
Dockery.
loo. This is
Ooh.
just one of my favourite little rooms in the house. I love a downstairs loo. And this wallpaper is by Antoinette Poisson.
Ooh,
And it's really
okay.
cute.
I like it. I wish you would go in so I could see it properly. But it has kind of like the conventional two faucets for hot and cold in old UK houses. Maybe old European houses as a whole, I'm not sure. You don't get them so much in the States, in old houses in the States. Probably because our houses aren't quite so old. But I really like that wallpaper. It's very pretty. It kind of reminds me of, it's like a darker color scheme of a Rococo painting. Because it has the black behind it, as opposed to like a lighter pale blue or something.
Such
But
a
it's
tiny
very
little
nice.
sink.
Though I would worry about it being dark in there.
I used to say, if I hear AI one more time,
Yeah,
I'm going to lose it.
I'm gonna
but
lose it.
Monday.com is super easy.
All these ads. Ugh.
So this is our den, TV room. This is where we tend to
Okay,
watch.
wait. Let's see where this is in the house. Okay. So she's walked
So this is
through.
our den.
So she's in a hallway. Okay. There's some sort of study office across it. So we're on the floor above. This is, I think, the ground floor, or the upper ground floor. That was the word I was thinking of earlier. The parlor level for her is the lower ground floor, even though typically it's the upper ground floor.
Den, TV room. This is where we tend to watch a lot of movies and chill out on these
I
gorgeous
do like the
sofas.
French doors.
We wanted to make it feel really cozy, so we put in these gorgeous curtains just to kind of make it really cozy at night, and these little Soho home lamps just make it kind of feel like a cinema
the
when you're
lamps.
watching a film. There's a piece of art by David Austin, Smoketown. I've had that for many years.
I don't know
Something
what
I want
that
to show you
is.
here, which is a collection of books that were gifted to me from Maggie Smith.
Oh, the
And Laura
late, great
Carmichael
Maggie
has
Smith.
the other half. They're these amazing vintage play pictorial books which show costumes
Ooh,
from many different
that's very
periods.
cool.
So that's something I really cherish. This poster is my
R.I.P. Maggie
favourite
Smith.
poster from the movie The Gentleman. That little gun in the glass of whiskey is the one that I use in the film to shoot the two heavies.
I don't know
This
what that
picture
means.
is from the first
What does
series
that
of
mean?
Downton Abbey by Nick Briggs. It's probably about the only image I have in the house of me as Lady Mary in Downton.
Fair. You don't want to
Sort of
like
slightly hidden,
obsess over it,
sort of
even though it
modest
was
up
a
there
big role
above the
for
door.
her.
And then I really want to show you this, which is a SAG award for Best Ensemble for Downton. We got a few. And this one has a miniature pair of pants on its head. I did a play a few years ago and it was a sort of an in-joke, but my dresser gave me a little tiny pair of Barbie pants and that's now where they live. There's another homage to Alfie up there, another
Really like the
sighthound.
dog. Oh, is that?
One's from... There's another a little tiny
wait.
pair of Alfie up.
Is that? Oh, I don't know if that's. Is that the Covent Garden? Oh, what is that? St. Paul, I think, in Covent Garden. I think that might be that.
There, another
church,
sighthound.
which is
That one's
for
from
actors.
TK
It's an
Maxx.
acting church. It was because Covent Garden is an acting area, so it was the church that the actors would go to. Ooh, that was nice.
So this is the office. This is
Okay.
actually one of my favourite rooms
So
in
this
the
is at the
house.
front of
It's
the
one of the
house,
brightest
because it has
rooms,
the bay window.
and we chose a really bright white colour to kind of make it as bright as possible. It's where we work, it's where we read, it's where we listen to music. I tend to read scripts in this chair because it's a really gorgeous recliner chair. I've also got
Sure.
memorabilia I like to keep in this room. And one thing, in fact the only thing I got from Downton Abbey was this little dog, which
Oh, that's the dog she gave Matthew in season 2 to keep him safe. And then, spoilers, he got blown up by a bomb and became paralyzed.
some people will recognise from the train station scene when Mary gives us to Matthew before he goes off to war.
I know.
And what's mad about this is this was a very long time ago, and little did I know that in the future I would get a dog that looks just like this dog. So this
Very
is
funny.
another homage to my dog. There seems to be loads of
She's
them around the
lots of
house.
little interesting
There's also a
trustees,
gift
okay.
that was given to us all at the end of the series of Downton. It's the season 1 first episode script, and they bound it into this beautiful book. Something else I'm also really proud of that I want to show you is this photograph.
So this is also just the only room I remember I've seen the kind of historic molding in it. And it's painted white, which is fine. It might be plaster, it might not be. I'm not
Myself, Laura Carmichael, and Carl Richards. This was probably the most starstruck moment of my life. I'm a Housewives of Beverly Hills fan. And we met her at this event and we insisted on going back onto the red carpet to have a photo with Carl Richards. So I'm very proud of that. The artwork is kind of like
I
the
don't know
central
who that
piece in
is.
this room. We had this piece commissioned by Anniko Mostert, a really talented young South African artist. And my brief
cool.
to her was I wanted something that feels really calm and it's going to be in a room where we listen to music.
Ooh, I like the fireplace. I wonder if that's original. It doesn't look Victorian as I recognized it, but it is a nice fireplace. It has the tiling too, which is something that you see in older houses, tile around the fireplace.
Music where we read,
And it has
and that's
the
all I
nice
told
little
her, and this
column
is what she did,
pilaster
and it's so
type things.
beautiful, and I just think
But they're
really
not really
makes the room
those.
sing. This fireplace,
Oh,
when
she's on the
we
fireplace.
moved into the house, it was really dark. We decided to kind of lighten the whole thing, and our interior designer Emma
Is that
Ainscough
Delftware? It might be
told me about
Delftware.
this amazing tile designer called Petro Palumbo, who does these gorgeous little paintings on tiles, and then they also do custom ones. And so we, of course, had to get a custom one made of our dog, Alfie. This artwork, you'll see there's a few pieces around the house. This is
Oh,
another
that's
piece
it.
by David
You're blurring
Austin,
something in
who
the
is
back.
actually a very close friend of mine's dad. And he is an incredible artist who I've known for a really long time. And it's really lovely having his artwork around the house.
Yeah, I would say we do not have the same taste in that word. Oh, that is a nice chandelier. I like that. It's bold. It's his. All these ads. Oh my God. Nice. nice.
So this is the main bedroom.
Okay.
Emma,
I
our
like that.
designer, has made this into a really calming, beautiful space. I
Ooh, yeah. Okay, this is much more my style.
love the colours in here. Emma has made this into a really
What are
calming,
those chairs
beautiful
called?
space.
I love this little style of chair where it kind of folds out. It's like a traveling chair. And it has a very pretty embroidered pattern on it. I love the tassels.
I love the colours in
I love the
here.
painting.
And actually it kind of all started with this Egon Schiele print. Love the colours in it. So she kind of brought out the colours from the picture. So you can see the green on the bed and this lovely colour of these wardrobes, which were also custom made by our really talented carpenters. And it also has really beautiful
it is a very
ironmongery that
cool
Emma
looking
found.
cupboard.
The bedside tables I really love. These are from Susie Atkinson. And also the lamps are
Ooh.
from Susie. Bedside tables I really love. These are
That's a very pretty vase.
from Susie Atkinson. And also the lamps are from Susie Atkinson too. And this lamp is actually from Cezanne, a clothing brand that I really love. And now they're doing homeware, which is really exciting. I love a four-post bed. It was always a bit of a dream to have one. And we had these lovely shears made.
It feels a little underwhelming. It's very plain. Like there's nothing going on the ceiling. There's no molding anywhere. And I don't think she did this because this was definitely a house that had been modified before she bought it, from what I can tell. But it just, I don't know. It feels so, like it just exists. There's nothing interesting about
just to
it.
kind of elevate it a
In
bit.
the form itself.
The artwork,
itself
a
has
selection of
additional
antiques
stuff,
from
but
Battersea Arts Fair,
the
somewhere that I
basics.
love going every year. And then also the painting over there is also from Battersea Arts Fair, which is really gorgeous, sort of calming painting for this room. I'll take you through to the ensuite.
Always nice to have an ensuite. Ooh, I like the tub. That is a nice tub.
So the colours
Though a bit
blend really
small.
beautifully in here from the bedroom into the bathroom. I love the marble in here, Verde Luana, which is just felt really kind of unusual. This
What are these random broom-looking things she has around her house?
marble
was
in
one in
here,
the breakfast
Verde
nook, too.
Luana, which is just felt really kind of unusual. This vanity again was made by our carpenters. This print is by a photographer called Tom Allport that I've just discovered. We wanted something that had real kind of like holiday vibes.
I don't understand the design of like holiday and bathrooms.
And through
It's a
here is the
bathroom.
dressing room. The colours are really beautiful.
See, this is too big. This is too big of a room. Why does your dressing room need to be this big? This was probably originally a bedroom in the house. This floor is probably what would be the first floor in the UK, the second floor in the States. It was probably originally 2 bedrooms. There was probably a bathroom in the middle. The bathroom was turned into an ensuite for the master, and then the second bedroom on the floor got turned into a dressing room. Why? You don't need this much space for dressing.
In there, the walls are a Farrow ball colour called Enchira Blue.
I do like the tufted ottoman cushion though. And the red lacquer dressing table is very nice.
One of my favourites.
I support her use
The dressing table
bold
is from
colours.
Trove. My mum always had a dressing table growing up. It's always nice to be able to kind of sit somewhere and, you know, do your hair and makeup.
Oh, is this it? Is this their house? Yeah, okay. Well, that was Michelle Dockery's house. You know, overall, it's a solid house. She has good taste in furniture and color. I don't know how I feel about all of her artwork. Some of it is a little eccentric in a way that I don't enjoy. But yeah, it's definitely a solid old house that has had a significant amount of work done to it over the years, which is why this is the only room with its. That might not even be the original cornice. That might have been something that was added on later. But yeah, no. So it's a solid house. Very well done to Michelle Dockery. So yeah, that'll be it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed, and take care, and I will see you next time.